Hello, I'm Gary Leland.
And I'm Tony Cecala.
And we are the Crypto Cousins. Now, Tony, we're having a hard time getting graphic cards, you know, for our mining operation here. This is a nightmare when we can't find them. They're too expensive to buy. So there are new graphic cards coming out. What's the deal with new graphic cards? Do you know anything about them?
Well, it's been a really horrible time for people who want to buy a GPU for gaming or a GPU for mining. We talked about this in December. Right at the end of December, what did I say? The great GPU blackout.
You called it. You called it before it happened.
I totally called it. So we went out there. We spent a ton of money. We bought a lot of things, as much as we could.
Yeah.
Sometimes Newegg was helpful. Sometimes not so much. I had a cart with like thousands of dollars of equipment in there. And the guy went out to lunch. He said, "I'll get back with you." It was Friday afternoon. He must have had a couple of martinis or something.
Yeah,
he never got back with me.
He went home.
He went home.
Went to the beach for
How do you leave a cart full of thousands of dollars worth of product? I needed some questions answered. There were some limits. I couldn't buy them.
Yeah.
So what's happening now? You want to buy a GPU? Limit 1, limit 2. They're out of stock. Why? Because what's happening is NVIDIA, the company that makes most of the graphics cards, is changing to a new series. You know, in the old days, there was a 980 and a 960. Now we have the 1080 and the 1060 and the 1070 and the 1070 Ti. There's going to be a new generation. But the factory is tooling up. NVIDIA hasn't announced what they're going to do. NVIDIA has a high-end line for supercomputing they use for AI.
Right.
Those cards are like $3,000 to $5,000. They're going to come out with a new version for those, but they literally haven't named the generation of card or talked about what it's going to do. But we all know it's coming because the factories have closed down. You cannot buy a new.
Well, how can they keep such a good secret? Apple sure can't keep the secret when their new phones come out.
I don't know how they do it.
Okay, well, so basically we don't know a whole bunch.
We don't know a whole bunch. We do know that they'll be faster. We do know that the die size will be smaller. We do know that it will be more performance. People are throwing ideas around. You know, you'll see people talk about the specs, but they literally don't know. But we do know, as Moore's law goes, you get more transistors on the die, it uses less power, and it's more efficient. So you're getting more calculations per watt.
Right.
So we're expecting that, let's just call it a 30 to 50% bump in performance, but we don't know when it's coming.
Okay.
There'll be an announcement later this month. There's a conference NVIDIA is having, and so we'll see what happens.
Oh, that would be like Apple Fest or something.
Exactly, NVIDIA Fest, whatever it is.
Okay. Well, guys, that's it for the new cards coming out. Hopefully we can do a show later and tell you something a little more detailed, but now you know as much as we do, which is not a lot. But thanks for watching. If you haven't already, check out our videos, our page, cryptocousins.com/subscribe. At that page, cryptocousins.com/subscribe, you can find everything we do, our videos, our blogs, our podcasts, everything. That's the main gateway to find everything, right?
And if you're watching on YouTube, then click that little subscribe button. I always wanted to do that. Click that little subscribe button, point there, always pointing where it might be.
I don't know where it is. They move it from time to time.
Yeah, so click it wherever you see it, subscribe. And then the little bell. Click the little bell, and you'll get a notification when something new comes up.
And you know, people who watch us on TV have no idea what you're talking about.
Because there's no bells.
There's no bells and there's no subscribe. Yeah. Because I see people do that all the time. I bet they don't even know anyone watches this on TV. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.